Hello. This game will tip off in approximately 10 minutes. 10 minutes before tip off. So if you're online, please subscribe, share, like, whatever you want to do. We're going to start in about 10 minutes. So thank you. So this is from Western Canada High School. We'll be tipping this game off in roughly 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Please stay with us. Share, like, subscribe. Bowness and Western will be top minutes. Thank you. Please share and subscribe. All right, here we go. We're ready to get things going on Western Canada High School featuring Bowness and Western. We'll get ready to tip things off as we go to the center circle and welcome. And if you're listening, thank you very much. Be sure to like, share, or subscribe, and we'll keep you up to date on what is going on. Western has the ball in the forecourt. Bednarik dribbles head of the key. Now wide of the left. There's a three-point shot from the left side angle. Curls are around it out. Rebound pulled down by Pearson in the backcourt, but she lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. So it'll again be Western ball. Still inbound, 14 on the clock. Western, they got to get this in a real hurry. Just got it in. Bednarik on top goes across the floor. That pass is deflected, but hustling out to get it, then had stolen. Back the other way. Here comes Copeland. Puts up a shot that rolls off. Rebound pulled down and breaking out of the pack is actually Newman. Newman ahead in the open floor, laying it up and in is kind of Bednarik, and that's our first points in the game. That's 2-0. Thompson to the forecourt for Bowness. Lost the handle on the ball. Turnover. Western returns up the other way. Pass to the left. Bednarik goes to the basket. She is bumped, and she'll shoot free. Oh, we're just underway. Getting things going here. Bednarik keeps the line. 11 forward. Hotly recruited. Second one goes, and it's a 4-1 lead in favor of home standing West. Western puts on some backward pressure. Living out of the pack is Griffin. Griffin crossover dribble, goes to the left hand for Bowness. Gives it on high for Thompson. She starts to dribble, then walk. She didn't get the ball down in time. So it's a turnover. And the ball goes back to Western. And they'll inbound in front of the Bowness bench. All across the timeline with Amanda Goose. He goes on the right for Ashley Newman. Back out high. McDonald around the left for Bednarik. He dribbled. Pass it to the post, and that's a turnover. Couldn't hang on to the pass. Here's the other way. Bowness up the floor with the ball. Copeland underneath the basket. Puts up a shot, rolls in and out. Rebound coming up the floor quickly. Newman in the corner, left side. Or Bednarik right on the right side of the lane. Kicks it off into the corner. There's a long arcing three. Back of the rim. That bounces off on the shot by McDonald. Clearing the glass. Down the other way is Bowness. Bowness into the corner. Driving inside the arc. The 2-point shot. Long two. Skips off. Offensive rebound taken down by Warrior. Back into the corner for Bowness. And a 3-point shot nailed by Copeland. And it makes it a 4-4 game. 8:04 remaining. Pressure at the back room. We had a clock issue. We had to reset it. 4-3 is their score. Western in the forecourt with the ball. Bounce to the lane. Bednarik along the baseline. Backs off. Gives it up on the right for Newman. Two dribbles to the left hand. Top of the key jumper on the way. Hits the side of the rim. And rebound tapped out of bounds as Bowness just couldn't hang on. Kayla Pearson got a hand up. So in the forecourt. Western with the ball on the inbound. The shot to the corner. That skips off. And rebound back the other way. Turnover. Ball brought back. Here's McDonald dribbling down the lane. Goes hard to the basket. Big shot. It's good. 6-3 for Western. Bowness to bring the ball up. Owen Copeland behind the back dribble goes across the timeline. At the head of the key. Now dribbles on the left. Now reverses. Bounce pass down low. Bounce once going to the middle. Illegal dribble. Two hands are just dribbled and then stopped as they tried to set up underneath. A great opportunity for Pearson. But she just couldn't get the shot away. 7:15 remaining. It's 4 of their score. Montague for Western. Double team in the backcourt. Bednarik comes back and then passes ahead. Off McDonald rides into the lane and curls back out near side. On top of Bednarik, that pass comes right to us. Turnover. 7:02 remaining in the quarter. Let's sort of score here. Anyway, they're going to call a timeout, sort things out. So a timeout has been called by Western. All right, let's resume the play here. Trying to sort out the score. 6-3 the score is in the first quarter, but officials are upside ice. But with a record of 1-1 entering this game, Western is 1-0. Well, Division One game as the Christmas break looms. Trying to sort it out where things off the. All right, 6. Oh, but well, here it. That's here. 4 o'clock. Got a little around. Okay. Bonus one in the back. I'll put it up. 7:02 remaining. There we go. Well, from the backcourt, it'll be inbounded, but it's a turnover. Taken by Gus. He passes off on the right. Derek, a long 2-point shot, skips off. Rebound gathered in by Rowan Copeland. 2 dribbles up on the right side. Goes hard to the basket. Her bank shot falls short. Rebound followed up. That shot rolls off on a try by Royer. Pulled back out by Thompson. Left baseline. Comes out high to Copeland. She lets the shot go. Left side angle. 3-point goal. Good. The backcourt pressure by Bowness, and they create the turnover. Warrior with the ball, gives it off on the right. Follow-up shot doesn't go, gets back up, puts it up, and Thompson was fouled as she tried to follow up her own shot. So that Merrick picked up the foul. Substitution in. They fouled Ella Schmidt and Julia DeWalt coming in for Weston. So Thompson, left-hand shot, will put up the 1 point. Good. They put the second one and it falls. Well, again, Bowness with backcourt pressure on. Bowness has the lead at 8-6. Breaking out of the pack is Goose with long across the floor to McDonald. Goes to the basket hard, lays it up on the left side. 8-8. 6:06 remaining in the quarter. Bowness to the forecourt. Cassie Griffin, left-hand dribble, goes wide. Now cuts to the basket, lays it up on the right hand. It's short. It's the bottom of the basket. Pulled down, coming out of the pack. Goose racing up the floor. Goes way across the floor into the corner through the wall. The wall drives the left side baseline and lays it up and in. So they're on top, 10-8. Bowness on the dribble. Griffin wide on the left. Now passes out of a double team and turns it right over. Gus racing up the floor and now gives it up. Going to the basket hard. That one rolls off on a shot by Newman. Wide on the left on the rebound. Boston McDonald. Back out high for Gus. He bounces a couple times, then backs out. Give it on the left for DeWaldo. Dribbles to the left hand. Still on the perimeter, way out high. Off McDonald into the lane. On the right for DeWalt. Dribbles with the left hand into the lane. Elects not to shoot. Gives it up on the left. 3-point shot for the left side angle. Bounces off by Gus on the shot. And Bowness brings the rebound down. 10-8 our score right now. Underneath, Bowness up the floor. Cassie Griffin had the ball, was fouled, which went to the basket. And we have substitution coming in. Oh, he's on the way, good. 10-9. Cassie Griffin sides it up the second. 12 seconds. One on the way, and good. Ties it up at 10. Now Taryn Copeland, younger sister of Rowan Copeland, is on the floor. Afternoon with the ball of the forecourt for Western. Gets the return pass right underneath the basket. Goes out high for the wall, launches a three, and that's good. 13-10, 4:43 remaining in the first quarter. Good fast pace of this game. There's a turnover. The wall has the ball for Western. She goes to the basket. Her shot hits the bottom of the backboard and pulled down by Western. They're out of the pack. Copeland Lace back on the left side. There's a shot for the left side. Put up and short by Pirelli for Bowness. Rebound loose in the lane. Bowness has it back out high for Pirelli. New shot clock count. Dribbles around the perimeter. Dribble handoff. And it is banked in on a bomb of a shot by Rowan Copeland. 28 feet out. 13-13. Bowness takes the ball to the forecourt. Wide to left with the wall. 3-point shot. Wide to the left. Follow-up rebound going to the basket. Draws contact. And she'll go to the line. Trying to pull the ball in was 5'10", grade 12. Ellich. From shot and hits the back of the rim. Go on, line drive. That skips off the front. Bowness with the rebound. They'll start up the floor. Copeland dribbles down. Cross the timeline. Stops high on the right. Now starts to dribble again. Wide on the left. Pirelli dribbles to the top of the key. Quickly around they go on the horn. Bounce pass low underneath the Warrior. Goes to the basket. Lays it up short. Offensive rebound taken down by Bowness. Warrior again goes up. Muscles up a shot. It's blocked. Gets their own rebound. Puts up an air ball from 5. Match it under the board. 3:29 remaining. With the wall for 4. Bounce into the post and Schmidt. Underneath Schmidt turns, goes to the basket as it knocked away at him. Got a Bednarik into the game, grade 11 students for Western. And a Ghost will inbound baseline. Where is she? No, it's going to be Bowness bringing the ball. Kind of a thought. Western with some backcourt pressure. Bowness brings it across the line. Barely between the circles. Goes wide on the right. There's a 3-point shot. Back of the rim. Gets off on the drive by Copeland. Western clears the glass. Western up the floor. Bednarik on top. Goes around on the right. The wall spot. Pass underneath. Low post. Turn around. Shot banked off the glass by Newman. Nice play right underneath. 15-13. And there's it. No, both teams take turns losing up the floor. Wide on the left. Taryn Copeland from the corner was way across the floor on a pass, and that's deflected out of bounds by Western. She was in the left corner trying to set up somebody on the far right side. Western. So Bowness to inbound. Or Cassie Griffin. Ivor Thompson dribbles the free throw line, double team there. Back of the way for Pirelli. Dribbles down the right side of the lane. Spin go to the basket, banks it up and in. That was a nice play inside. 15-15 our score. Nobody's really taking charge here. Both teams played very well. Bednarik around to the right for Amanda Gu. On the right side angle. Popping out high Newman. She dribbles. Go hog to the basket, puts it up with the left hand and draws a foul. We'll keep the free throws here. First one good. Newman, 5'10", big ball. Second one, all. And with 2:11 remaining in the quarter, here comes Bowness up the floor. Griffin dribbles down the far sideline, dribble to the lane, stop, pass it back out high. On top for Pirelli, and she walked first. Well, Western will inbound in the backcourt, being 17-15, 1:59 remaining. Long inbound pass for Eva Tung. Takes off Student on top. Wide to the left toward the wall. Wall dribbles on the left for Bednarik. Quick pass into the corner, driving the baseline underneath his Gus. Can't get a shot away. Instead, leaves it. Opportunity to put it up by Newman, but the shot skips off of right underneath. Bowness on the attack. Holding the ball, Thompson. Back out high for Copeland. Dribbles to the left hand. Gives it off for Griffin on the left side. Shot hits the front of the rim. Rebound. Carams into the hands of Western. They're up the floor quickly. Pass underneath for Ava Tung. She goes up from underneath. Too strong. And the rebound is back the other way. That for Pirelli. Into the corner and pass into the corner and getting her hands on the ball was Kathy Griffin, but she did a little dance. Will the turnover? 1:09 remaining in the quarter. A very fast-paced game. Western has the ball in the forecourt. Eva Tung dribbling towards the baseline, puts up a floater from 8, skips off. Rebound bounces a couple of times, and finally Thompson has it for the Trojans. She races up the floor. She races towards the basket. Pass off in the last minute. Nice lay-in right underneath the basket. Nice teamwork setting up Michaela Pearson. Tied at 17. 38 seconds remaining. Kong on the left. Pass to a cutter underneath, trying to lay it up and in. It goes too strong off the basket by Gus. Thompson or Bowness up the floor, dribble to the baseline and lost it off her foot. Out of bounds. Okay, 26 seconds remaining in the quarter. 24 on the shot clock, so we'll have a 2-second game clock, shot clock difference. Rolling the ball, 5-7, dribbles high on the left. Stops her dribble there. Or lots of McDonald's, all above her head. She goes way out high for Amanda Goose. Loose dribbles, reversing. 40 feet from the goal, 9.5 seconds remaining. 6 on the clock. She goes around on the right. The wall gets at a long bomb shot, back of the rim, carries to the corner. Try a desperation heave on the left side as the opening quarter ends. And a good one it was. The teams are tied at 17. That's pretty much the way it stayed all quarter. The teams side by side by side. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll be back with more right. And welcome back. The action resumes in the second quarter. A real superb opening half. As the two teams hit the floor tied at 17. Bowness will inbound on the far side at center court. Clock run down to end the break between two quarters. Online, thank you very much. Like, share, leave a comment. Love to have you on board. Rowan Copeland. Herky-jerk move towards the basket on the left side. She fell and tried to put up a shot. Just lost her footing, so it's an air ball. Western returns the ball at the floor. Wall. On top for McDonald. McDonald lost the handle, goes back by the timeline. Being bumped there. Almost went over and back. On the right for DeWall, 10 on the clock. Bounce to the low post for Bednair. Now she brings it out. There it is. That's to a cutter going to the basket. Good. She puts up a runner for 6. Falls off. Rebound. Bowness. Up the floor. Down the middle. Copeland going to the basket. Then kicks it off on the right. Pearson in the corner. Brought back out high. Thompson with the ball. They go around the horn. Left side. There's a long three by Rowan Copeland. Big rebound. Bounces into the hand. Thompson for Bowness. She puts up a shot and on a rebound. Wow. Ball tipped off. So an offensive foul on the offensive glass at least. And Western will advance the ball. We're tied at 17. McDonald on top for Bednarik. Free throw line jumper from the arc. That rolls in. 19-17. Bowness on the move on the offensive side of things. On the left side. 3-point shot by Griffin. That was nice. A wide open three. Then it's 2019 Bowness. Bednarik on the left. Pulls out 14-footer. Line drive hits. 21-20. Bowness on the left. Pull up the baseline. Puts up a shot. It's too strong for Ted. Here's a fast break. Down the floor. Bednarik goes up and lays it up and in. She gets the basket. Bowness on the move. Griffin, head of the key. Passes off for Thompson. Her left-hand shot wide to the left. Rebound caroms off. And we're going to have to stop at the play. There's going to be some confusion on the score clock. Well, what's going on? Make sure the score clock is checked. So, sort of scoring. Scoreboard says 26. We're going to sort out exactly. Okay. So here's a score 23-20. Western 2 remaining. And Western will take the ball. Wall pops out on the right, goes back on top of McDonald. They play it around to the left, driving to the basket. Bednarik. She stops back to the basket, turn around to base, banks it off to the right. It falls short. Bowness, the ball in the forecourt. Cassie Griffin dribbling with the left hand. Now reverses. Goes down the lane, turns the corner, spins once, then goes back up, puts up already one-hander from 6. She went up. Nice shot. 23-22. Bednarik with the ball on the baseline right. Back cut high for Newman. She dribbles into the lane, up and under, flips it up and rolls off. Offensive rebound, pulled down, shot doesn't go. Contesting the rebound, Ashley Newman in the corner, goes way out high for Bednarik. Now back for DeWall, dribbles the left hand into the lane, puts up a floater from 8, it skips off. Bowness brings it down. 7 minutes, 4 seconds to play in the half. Thompson. Into the corner to Copeland, spots up for a 3, it's short. Skying for the rebound to pull it down is Bednarik. Western backs up the floor. On the left, back to the left sideline, puts up a shot, just turns, spotted up. And it's 26-22. Western has the lead. It's the largest lead either team's had all day. 4 points. Shows you what's going on here. Bowness on the attack into the corner. There is a nifty 3-point shot as they found Aaron Copeland in the corner. The three. It's 25. Sit in the forecourt. After the post, it goes back to the basket. Puts it back up for Bednarik. Straightaway three, front rim. Bowness down to the rebound. Bowness up the floor. Owen Copeland comes in, tries to scoop it up with the left hand. She's fouled as she goes to the back. And they're going to rule the foul on the dribble, I think. Several players coming in and out. Or are they? No, they're going to say she was in the act to shoot. So Rowan Copeland. Front rim, falls off. And she ties up the game with the second one fall. 26-26, 6:03 remaining in the first quarter. In the forecourt, Western threw the ball away, trying to set up Kyla Bednarik, but either she wasn't in the right spot or was thrown to the right spot. Regardless, Bowness will get the ball with a chance to take the lead. Bowen Copeland dribbling to the left end. Eye the left, dribble towards the corner. Now turns the corner on the baseline. Push that she goes towards the basket. Now Smith picks up the foul. Phildale inbound, common foul. On shooting. Flores hands it off. Long three for Copeland. Big back rim. Bouncing rebound into the hands, and here comes quickly up the floor. Smith for Weston to the basket. Throws it up from 7. Doesn't go. Follow-up rebound on a try by Dina. That falls short. And ahead to Bowness. That pass just couldn't pull a handle on it and pull it in. Was Anna Pirelli. So she lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. 5:27 remaining. We're in the first half of our game here. Tied at 26. It's been a real good game. There's a pass off on the right for Puna. And then the pass goes past her and out of bounds. So a turnover. And we'll see what happens here up the floor. Copeland gets the pick on high. Dribbles to the right. Now reverses. Comes to the head of the key. To the preacher line. Puts up a short air ball. Blackburn picks it up the other way. Bednarik has the ball. Left side. Stops. Puts it up in 12. It's short. Gets her own rebound. Brings it out high. Around to the right for good. And they set up Newman for a three on the right side, right in front of her bench. The rebound. The ball hit the side of the rim and bounced out of bounds. 4:52 remaining. Bowness, Cassie Griffin. Bounce into the post. Thompson with the ball. Back out high. The 3-point shot by Griffin. Back of the rim. Pulling the board down. Contested Binda for Western. And Western. Up the floor in the forecourt. On the right for Amanda Goose. Crossover dribble. She goes to the lane. Puts up a floater with the right hand from 10. Good. Nice play. 28-26. Cassie Griffin for Bowness. Dribbling against the zone. Goes to the baseline. He gives it up for Flores. Back on high on the left side for Thompson. One bounce dribble. Steps into a three-pointer. It's Skip. Back rim. Western pulls it down. Western driving to the baseline. Going under the basket. Coming out on the right side is Good. Give it up for Newman. Back for Goods. Down low. Right underneath is Schmidt. She goes up and lays it in. 3:47 remaining in the quarter. 28-26, and it has been crazy tight. Bowness pass into the post is knocked out of bounds by Western. Bowness. 1, 2, 3, 4. No Bowness. Real inbound the ball to the forecourt. Dribbling left to Taryn Copeland. Stops. Left side angle. Puts up a shot and drains the three. Fell to 2. They say she was just inside the arc. The foot was just inside the arc. Regardless, nice long ball. Westwood on the move. Bednarik with the ball. Dribble. Charges to the basket. Puts it up with the right hand and lays it in. That was a tough, hard drive to the basket. Bowness. Copeland in the forecourt. Stops on the left side. Her pass across is deflected. But right into the hands of Copeland. Now dribbling with the left is Taryn Copeland. For her assistant. Rowan Copeland dribbles the left hand. For the baseline. Puts up a shot. It falls short. Rebound contested. It's batted around underneath, and Western has the ball. Quickly hit for Bednarik in the open floor. Goes up and lays it in. Biggest lead in the game. 6 points. 34-28. Bowness. Pearson on the dribble with the ball. And it's stripped away by Binda. She comes up 2-on-1 for Bednarik. Bednarik right underneath and lays it in. And we're going to have a timeout, Bowness. This one seems to have gotten away a little bit on them, and they're going to regroup. Now, we'll be back with more right after this important time. And welcome back to Western Canada High School, where Western has pulled ahead with an 8-point lead. There's 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play in half number 1. You're listening. Thank you very much. Drop us a line. Our community chat is open. Where are you listening from? Are you a friend, a classmate, a parent? Anyway, turnover. Western has the ball. They can go up by 10 right underneath, laying it up and in on the turnover. Nice play to put it down. Alice Schmidt. Bowness to the forecourt. Dribbling to the baseline is Griffin. Tries to pass out of the triple team and she walks. 38-28. Yeah, parents, grandparent, relative, friend, wherever you are, love to hear from you. Western asserting themselves right here. Bednarik with the ball on the right. There's a hook pass underneath. Comes back out high. A bit of drive from the lane. Banks it up with the left hand from 6. Skips off. Bowness running up the pool the other way. Copeland with the left hand goes up on a drive and she'll shoot free throws. She's the grade 12 one. The grade 10 is Perrin. Second one, back for him. Bednarik pulls the board down and gives it for Goes. Goes charges into the forecourt for Western. Stops to the free throw line. Pass across the key. Up on the left side for a long 3 by Newman from the far side. Now 41-29. Bowness, Perrin Copeland. Dribbles left off a pick. Now terminates her dribble high. Fastball underneath. Broke it up. Smith dribbles back the other way into the forecourt. Now stop. Off on the left. For good. Around to the right for Newman. Puts up a 3. Front of the rim. Bowness pulls the ball down. 1:13 remaining in the quarter. The pass far into the corner by Bowness. 3-point shot put up by Taryn Copeland. 41-32. 1:09 remaining. Back to pull for Abinda. She spins, goes up, banks it in with the left hand right underneath. 43-32. Bowness, throws Copeland. On the left, now dribbles with the right hand, comes head of the key, terminates the dribble. Into the corner, shot by Cassie Griffin, air ball. Rebound is try to get up across the line on the near side. Just for the ball, dribbles the lane, has it stripped away. Bowness back, 28 seconds remaining. Bowness on the dribble. Copeland with the ball. Shot, 3-point shot, left side, good. Now the shot clock off, 18 seconds remaining in the quarter. 43-35 in favor of Western. They'll set up for one. 9 to go, and dribbling. On high for Stitt. Good for Newman, who's on high. 4. He tries to set up for a shot, has to go way across the floor, but Bednarik at the buzzer puts up a desperation 3. Wide to the left, air ball, and will go to the dressing room with Western holding a 43-35 lead. They were very strong down the stretch in the second quarter, but so lots to go. So stick around, we'll be back in 10. Welcome back. We're at Western Canada High School. The second half will get underway momentarily. Western with an 8-point lead. That's the biggest lead anybody's had today. Was a very close first half, and certainly 8 points is, I don't say easy, but attainable to claw back for Bowness. Bowness is top scorer. Karen Copeland, unofficially with 10. And Bednarik for Western, unofficially with 9. So let's square it up again. Western, by the way, is wearing their home white uniforms, red numerals, black outline on the numbers, black outline around the armhole. Bowness in the meantime, in their road green uniforms, gold numerals, and the gold shorts. Here's a strong drive to the basket, lays it up. Avinda, too strong for Western. And we're just underway in this half. Bowness ahead with Copeland. Shootable to the baseline and had it stripped away. So that's Rowan Copeland. They'll inbound on the baseline, 16 on the clock. Copeland throws it way out high for Kathy Griffin. Griffin fakes right, drives left. Puts the ball down, then reverses again. Goes to the lane. That shot is blocked by Avinda. Western returns up the floor. McDonald dribbles smartly. Back to the left corner. All kinds of time for Gus to put up a three, but it is short. Rebound. Karam to Thompson. Thompson drives the floor, puts it up for Bowness, but that is short from right underneath the basket. Now a racehorse basketball just ahead for Bedinda. She goes up. Her shot bounces off. And Bowness takes the basketball again. Bowness ahead. Kathy Griffin with the ball. Watch over dribble. Dribble towards the baseline on the right side. Then stops. Bounce pass underneath. Goes through a hand. She gets the ball back. Puts up a three. And that falls short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Players on both sides that went for the ball. I'm not exactly sure how they'll rule on that. 8:44 remaining. Okay, they'll say Bowness knocked it out. If there were two players right in the area. Scoring in this half, 43-35, Western. That thing. Bounce into the post and Spitz. He goes across the lane. Scoop on a reverse underneath. Nice play by Newman. Looks the passer and went left to right along the baseline. Scoops it up and in. There's a strong drive to the basket by Rowan Copeland. Then she kicks it on the right side for Griffin. Her three-pointer back of the rim. Offensive rebound. Pulled down by Pearson. Her shot rolls off underneath. And out of the pack, here comes Weston up the floor. Elson Smith under the basket. Takes the long lead pass, but she was fouled as she went to the basket. 5:35 or score. That's the biggest lead for either team. And Smith, the 5'10", grade 12, goes to the line. He's good on the first. And the first one is short. Offensive rebound by Western. No, they lost the ball. Bowness. Ahead with the ball. Kathy Griffin dribbling between the circle. Now dribbles right. Now spins and reverses. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Comes head of the key. Pass off to the left side. Yelling. Pass down into the corner, but that is intercepted and turnover. Western back up the floor. Amanda Good plays out the so she goes back up and McDonald on the right side. Her shot is short. Rebound Karams off the hand and back out high for Bednarik. McNair dribbles right, steps inside the arc and nails a long two. 48-35. Bowness, Pirelli, lob into the low post. Turning, trying to muscle up a shot. It's short by Royer. Follow up with her own rebound. And she was bumped and will shoot free throw. Both people go to the line. That's the first minute ball. Eyes up the second. Good. Those are their first 2 points of this quarter, and it's 48-37. Western in the forecourt. On high for Bednarik. Right-hand dribble. Pass off on the right. The wall into the lane. Stop. Kicks it back out for McDonald. She drives into the lane. Pass across the lane. Broken up. Bowness returns. Bowness up the floor. Copeland on the right. Now terminates her dribble. There's a tie up for the ball. It goes out of bounds. Boston McDonald reached in. Bowness will inbound from right in the corner, right by the Western bench on this near side. On high for Warrior. Drives into the lane. Her pass across the lane is broken up. Western up the floor, trying to take advantage of a turnover. On the right. Newman, 1 bounce dribble, terminates. McDonald on high. Pass underneath on a give and go for Newman. She catches the ball, steps back out of the lane, goes to the baseline and fires a shot. It falls 50-37 is their score. Bowness. Pass across the floor is deflected right to our location. So they will inbound again, they being Bowness. Oakland right by our location. Inbound for just the Rosenthal. He dribbles left, then backs it off. Gets the pick, dribbles right, stops. Tries to set up a pick and roll with Warrior, but that pass is deflected. Here goes Western up the floor. Spin underneath on a pass, lays it in. 52-37 our score. Western in the lead. 15-point gap. That's the biggest in this game so far. Going to struggle for Bowness to get going. They have 2 points in this quarter to find something here. Bowness, the ball in the forecourt. Bounce down low, heading to the basket is Copeland. She goes up on a drive and is fouled. So there will be shots for Rowan Copeland. That's the second team for Western in this quarter. First one falls. Second one, back rim, big rebound, and Western pulls it down. They lost the handle, then get it back. Bednarik racing up the floor, bullet pass into the left corner. On high for Newman. She dribbles, stops out high. Give it up for the wall. The wall pass to the left is, something went astray. Somebody was expecting something that wasn't there. 5:24 remaining. Bowness looking for their first field goal of this quarter. On high, there's a pass into the corner. Sizing up for 3 from the left side is Copeland. His shot skips off. Offensive rebound, though, by the other Copeland. From the right side, puts up a 3, curls out. Rebound tapped into the hands of Bowness. They'll go to the floor. But to get it, we have a jump. And on the alternate possession rule, Bowness, well, will they? Yeah, they'll get the ball. Baseline right to the goal. 5:05 remaining. Watson McDonald in. 5'8", grade 12. No Bowness will inbound right to the goal. 14 on the clock. Rowan Copeland to inbound. Bounces off the Warrior. Back out high for Kathy Griffin. Down into the corner. Fall back 3. Hits the back of the rim on a nice shot by Copeland. Ball carrying to the far side. Bowness with the ball. Underneath, but Machini can't get the shot away, and she walked. Sophie Martini had the ball underneath, looking to shoot, but just her feet and the ball weren't going in the same direction. The wall to the forecourt. Here's the dribble. The left hand Newman comes down the lane, leaves it up and in. Nice strong drive, 54-38. On top, Bowness, Cassie Griffin. He's being chased. She dribbles to the corner near side. Back to the basket. Stops the dribble. For Martini. For Copeland dribbles. They're well away from the basket. 6 on the shot clock. She drives to the baseline. Puts the pass off into the corner. Right hand shot from the near side. That skips off on a try by Griffin. Outlet pass on the rebound. Gus has the ball. Pass across the floor. Benini has it underneath. She goes back out high. Straight away three, and that falls on a nice shot by grade 12 student Ashley Newman. 57-38. Bowness up the floor and turns the ball over. Here's an outlet pass. Quickly ahead for DeWall. He has the ball in the corner, but is smothered there for Western. Back out high. Now they go around on the left side. 3-point shot. Gus rises, and it's now 60-38. They've completely taken over the game at this stage. Bowness yet to score a field goal this quarter. Driving the baseline. Back out high for Gloria. She dribbles to the lane. Bounce pass out high for Martini. She goes around on the left, and that pass is broken up. Out of the pack. Here comes Western. Pass. And we are back at Western High School. Western holds the lead of 62-38. They've outscored Bowness 19-3 in this quarter. We'll see if Bowness can mount a comeback to cut into that 24-point lead. Bowness on the forecourt, dribbling towards the baseline is Thompson. Her pass across the floor for Vaughn on the near side, but he couldn't catch up with the pass, led her too far, and it's out of bounds. So Western will inbound near side, right in front of their bench. Who's dribbling with the left hand. Gives it up high for McDonald. Around to the right for Tongue. One bounce dribble. Out high for Abinda. She dribbles down the lane. She dribbles into the lane, puts up a shot. Left hand and skips off. Short of the play. Rebound, Bowness. 2:42 remaining in the quarter. Griffin on the left. Gets a pick. Now reverses. Comes around to the right. Out high. Colpa dribbling. Her pass low and deflected out of bounds by Western. 6 on the clock coming back. Copeland to inbound. For Cassie Griffin, there's a long three from the far left sideline. It's over and off, but they get the rebound, skipped into the hand. Given up for Thompson. Pulls out the left-hand jumper from 10. Good. That's the first field goal of the quarter. That's on the left for Tong. On high for Abinda. Passes on the right, and that pass is broken up. Copeland in the open floor. Goes to the basket for Bowness. Lays it up, and it rolls off. 62-40. 2 minutes remaining. Western to the attack. Driving the baseline. Gus her shot from underneath. Skips off. Bowness. Copeland on the left side. Goes to the baseline. Kicks it way out high for Vaughn. Vaughn goes on top. Dribbling hard to the basket. Is Griffin. She puts up a shot for the right side. Skips off. Rebound taps through several hands. It goes out of bounds. .137 remaining. 62-40 our score. And here Western comes up the floor. 62-40 is our score. Gus to the right. Around to the left. Driving Tongue to the left side. Pulls up. Banks in a shot for 8. Good. 64-40. 1:20 remaining in the quarter. Cassie Griffin for Bowness. Dribbles right in front of our location. Crossover. Up high for Thompson. Her pass on the near side. Trying to set up Vaughn, but went off her hands. I don't know if she was in the wrong spot. Reached for it. Regardless, it is a turnover, and with 1:08 remaining in the quarter, Western will bring it up the floor. Willie DeWall, grade 11. Goes with the left hand, now stops the dribble. Wide to the left for Eva Tung. Pass to a cutter underneath, back to the basket that brings out his good. Dribbles back under the baseline. Passes out. On top, dribbling with the ball, scoops it up with the left hand is DeWall as she took the path cutting down the lane. And a steal by DeWall in the backcourt again. Her pass across the floor. 3-point shot by Gus. Left side falls short. Follows up her own rebound. Goes to the basket. Puts up a shot. It is shot as it was contested. Falls short. Bowness ahead of the floor. On the right side is Perilli. Puts up a shot for the right baseline. Hits the back of the rim. Big rebound. Karams through a couple of hands. Tipped out of bounds. 21 seconds remaining in the quarter. And we'll turn over to Western until the shot clock is off. 21 seconds remaining in the quarter. So they'll play for one. Amanda Gus harassed out high just across the timeline, left side. Looks at the clock. It says 9. She's still on a dribble. Dribbles with the left hand and reverses, then comes back again to the near side. She puts the ball bouncing, cutting to the basket. Try for Tongue. It falls short on a layup, and that'll do it to end the quarter. As Bowness and Western will go to the final quarter with Western firmly in command. We played 3 quarters of this game from Western Canada High School, and the score shows Western 66, Bowness 40. And welcome as we resume the 4th quarter of our broadcast on Western High School. If you're online, thank you very much. Please share, leave a comment, like, whatever you want to do. We really appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight. Calgary High School basketball. Of course, it's the final week before Christmas. There's a 3-point shot by Western from the corner. And now this one has turned into a bit of a rout. 69-40 is our score of the 3-point shot by DeWall. So really appreciate whatever you're doing and being with us tonight. Left-hand shot by Thompson, bounces off for Bowness. Follow-up rebound goes for Flores. Back out high for Terrence Bowman. Dribbles to the baseline, puts up a floater from the right side. Too strong from 10. Air ball pulled down by Tongue. Tongue drives to the basket. Now it's swoop pass across the lane is intercepted, or was it? Now they rule that Schmidt, just as she had her hands on the ball, lost it, and she reached in and fouled Pearson of Bowness. So 9:07 remaining in a quarter. Flores pass way back, and it's an over and back violation. And Karen Copeland tried to save it, didn't work. So Western will inbound on the far court. Forecourt, far side of the key. Looks around to the right for Bednarik. Now Bednarik. Over to Wall. Dribble. Pass into the corner. Newman with the ball. Driving the baseline. And the shot clock expired. Drove the baseline. Passed into the corner to Bednarik. The shot clock went. So a turnover. And Bowness returns up the ball. Up the floor with the ball. Flores underneath for Katie Thompson. She goes up too strong from 6 underneath. Rebound. Ahead. Western. On the fast break. Threw it ahead. Smith. And she was pushed out of bounds. She went out of bounds. I wasn't sure what the call was. But she was pushed up. So Western will have the ball on the forecourt. Run to God. Fly to the right. Goes high for the wall. Head of the key. On the left for Bednarik. Face left. Drives right. Goes across the lane. On the right for DeWalt. She drives into the lane. Now terminates her dribble for Bednarik. One bounce. Stops her dribble. Shot clock is at 5. Dribble for Schmidt. Dribbles into the lane. She goes down the lane. Scoops it up with the left hand. It rolls off from underneath. Bowness. Taryn Copeland. Dribble to the baseline. Near side. Stops her dribble. Bounce into the low post. Gets it right back out. Rises for a 3. Skips off. Bowness clears, at least Western clears the glass. Western to the forecourt. On the left side, a wide open 3 for Gus. Goes on the left side. The rebound goes through a couple of hands. Flores for Bowness, though, picks it up on the far side. She double teamed in the back court and then is tied up. So on the jump ball, alternate possession rules, Bowness will take charge. 69-40. Western has the lead. Bowness, Flores with a 3-point shot from the near side. It's short. Pulled down by Western. They're up the floor. Amanda Ghost leads the charge. On the right for Bednarik. Rises for a 3. Line drive shot. It falls. 72-40. Suddenly it's a 32-point lead. Bowness turns it over to the forecourt. Out of it. Amanda Goose gets the ball. She drives to the basket. Scoops it up on a reverse layup. 74-40. Bowness in there. Green in the forecourt. Actually into the near corner for Flores. She drives and tied up. And the tongue reached in and held her. So we have multiple substitutions. And now Bowness is going to empty the bench with 6:58 remaining. They trail by 34. Actually, a very competitive game at the half. 43-35 Western, but Bowness just hasn't been able to get it going in the second half like they did in the first. The ball for Western on top. For Bednarik on the right. Passing the low post for Abinda. Pass was off her hands, but they will have tipped out of bounds. Somebody reaching in. 6:42 remaining in the ball. Abinda with the ball on a handoff for Newman. Now for the ball, backs it up, has the ball stripped. Bowness in the open floor, going to the basket, scooped up, and it rolls off Cassie Griffin in the open floor. Bowness. Bednarik changing dribble speed. Stops on the left. Over to Wow, around to the right for McDonald. Popping out his tongue from the left side. Puts up a 3, and it falls. Keeping the ball on the perimeter, 77-40. Bowness. 15 on the clock. They turn it over in the forecourt. Here's a long pass up the floor for Tongue for Western. She lost the ball. Bowness gets possession on the turnover. And Sophie Martini will bring it up. That's ahead of the right for Cassie Griffin. 2 dribbles, crossover move, goes into the lane. Kicks it off into the corner. Martini driving out of the corner. She puts her own rebound and brings it back out. Bounce up cutter into the post, going down the lane. Copeland lays it up, but it rolls off. Lots of McDonald to the forecourt for West. Abinda drive down the lane, scoops it up with the left hand. It's short, wide to the left. Bowness throws it. Patsy Griffin. Dribbles off a pick. Pulls between the circles, goes right across the floor on the perimeter. Lobbing to the post to Royer. Royer bounces, goes down the lane, goes up, and she walks. And we'll have a timeout with 5:01 remaining. As we'll take a break. It's Western 77, Bowness 40. And we'll be back with more right after. So we're coming down the stretch at Western Canada High School. Western firmly in charge, 77-40. As I mentioned, it's 43-35 at the half, so 8 points. So Bowness has really struggled. Got just 5 points in this half. But let's see if there's more. Martini driving to the basket, banks up a shot from the right side. It's short. The rebound is knocked off of Bowness' hands. I think that was Martini following up her own rebound. And Western will have the ball. Lead the wall, 5'7", grade 11. Pass to the post for Abinda, high on the left. She puts the ball on the ground, but she walked. Whistle goes, so 1:34 remains. So Cassie Griffin, the top scorer for Bowness. And on the right, for Copeland. Puts up a three-pointer, air ball. Rebound goes out of bounds, or at least the ball goes out of bounds. Read it. $4:25 to play. Bowness to the forecourt. Pass to the high post of Abinda. Lost the ball, goes out and gets it. Passes for Tongue. Tongue drives right and puts up a three. 80-40. Lowen Copeland dribbling with the ball. Bounce into the post. Martini has the ball. Plays it off on the left side. There's a three-point shot. Skips off on a try by Thompson. Quick fast break up the other way for Western. There's a shot that falls short by Tongue. Bowness is back the other way. Bowness on the dribble. Copeland spin move into the lane. Draws contact. And she'll shoot free throws. The foul's on Bednarik with 3:41 remaining. Well, a couple of times it hits the first. And she hits the second one. 80-42 our score. Western with the ball on the right side. Bednarik rises for a three, front of the rim. Bowness pulls the ball down. They head up the floor. Copeland on the dribble. Dribbles down the far sideline. Goes strong to the basket. Scoop it up. It's short. Follow-up rebound. She gets her own. Passes out high. For Vaughn. Vaughn on high for Martini. Pass on the left side. There's a long three on a shot by Griffin. Skips off. 3:06 remaining. Western in charge. There's a 3-point shot by Tongue, skips off the left side. And Bowness is back the other way up the floor. Pass to a cutter underneath by Bowness, but off the fingertips of Griffin. Out of bounds. So it's a turnover. Western will take over. 2:47 remaining. The wall. Pass it to the high post. Davinda has the ball. It's swatted away out of her hand. Ball rolling on the floor. Bowness has the ball. Pass ahead for Vaughn, and underneath the basket. She lost the handle. Turnover. Davinda comes back the other way, dribbling down the near side. She goes strong to the basket, goes up, and whistle sounds. She'll keep it going. And liberal substitution now for Bowness. 2:29 remaining. Igelia, grade 11, and level detail. Akron. So thank you for being with us tonight. And leave a comment, subscribe, and share. We'll be back, of course, in the new year with our game. Look forward to that. Second one, again, back rim, but she follows up, gets her own rebound, goes to the basket, then elects to pass it out. Around on the right, toward the wall, comes head of the key, lost the ball. McDonald picks it up for Western. She stops the dribble. Bounce to the right for Bednarik, drives to the baseline, then backs it out. 11 on the clock. Around on the left. The wall from the left corner comes down the baseline, bounce pass across, deflected out of bounds. And yeah, they say a Western player, or did they? Are they going to give it? No, they're going to give it to Bowness in the back line. Or are they? No. All right, two hands reach for it. Wasn't sure. 4 seconds on the shot clock coming back. McDonald inbounds to the wall. Couple of bounces, comes head of the key, rises, lets the shot go. Air ball goes out of bounds. 2:02 remaining. Bowness looking to get something on the board. Kate Thompson with the ball. Pass on the left side, but turnover. Tongue brings it back for Western. Crossover dribble into the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. It rolls off from underneath. Bowness with the attack. Copeland dribbles around the perimeter. Or Prielli underneath. Back out high for Martini. Martini dribble. Bounce into the low post of Thompson. Turnaround shot is rejected. And with 1:30 remaining, here's Western. Right there. Dribbles with the left hand. Head of the key. Crossover move. Comes down the lane. Kicks it off of the right for Lawson. 2 dribbles left into the lane. Off of the left side for Tongue. Her shot from 3. Curls in and out. 1:40 remaining. 1:14 to make that. Trojan, Flores. And double dribble. She started a dribble. Grabbed the ball. And started up again when she saw a lane to the basket. .104 remaining. Western, the wall. For McDonald. Pass underneath. The wall with the ball. Back to the basket. Instead kicks it back up for Bednarik. Good up for Avinda. Drives down the lane. Flips it up with the left hand. And it's 82-42. 47 seconds remaining. Left hand shot. Kate Thompson the left side. For Bowness. Back rim. It skips off. The wall to bring it up for Western. 28 seconds remaining in the game. On the left of McDonald. Down the perimeter, Tongue on the right. Holding the ball above her head. Lob to the post of Abina. One bounce dribble. Passes out for Lawson McDonald in the left side corner. That ball skips off. 12 seconds remain. Bowness will bring it up the floor. Flores underneath. Puts up a shot that is short. And with 5 on the clock, pulled down by Western. And they'll dribble it off. And Western captures the ball game by a score of 82-42. It was a highly competitive opening half of the ball game. 43-35. In fact, with 6 minutes to go In the second, it was 26-25 Western. They were tied at 17.